Positive thinking kills way too many people.
실제로 사악한 천재가 세상을 망치기로 마음먹었다면 무엇부터 할까요? 정신과 의사가 답합니다. 첫 번째, 뇌를 작게 만들기.
Is I would give all children social media and video games. Encourage them to play as much as they could because that would drop blood flow to their brain. Brand new study, the more screen time, the smaller the brain. It's a little horrifying. Well, one, they're not going outside. They're not getting exercise. They're not getting the sun. We have a massive deficiency of vitamin D in this country. Exercise increases something called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It helps your brain grow.
두 번째, 더 빨리 은퇴하게 만들기.
If I was an evil ruler, I would let everybody retire at 55. And then I'd put them in front of the TV and make them angry. You know, whatever political fight is going on.
세 번째, 킹받게 하기.
I'd create CNN and Fox News. That ruins people's health because they always lead with negative. They increase anger and frustration and polarization. The more you're exposed to it, the angrier you get. And the more it separates you from other people.
네 번째, 아무도 생선을 못 먹게 하기.
Inflammation comes basically from low omega-3 fatty acid levels, processed foods, gut problem. Nobody gets fish in my kingdom. And we don't have fresh food. We basically have fast food restaurants.
다섯 번째, 머리를 계속 부딪히게 하거나 승마를 권장하기.
H is head trauma. I'd encourage all kids to hit soccer balls with their head, to play tackle football, to ride horses. And people go, well, why are you down on horses? It's like, well, what killed Superman? It was a horse. I can't tell you the number of patients I see who had serious addictions because they had fallen off of a horse and had no frontal lobe function.
여섯 번째, 식품 영양 성분표를 없애기.
I would tell the manufacturers they don't have to put the ingredients on the labels, not only for food, but also for personal products. One of the things like parabens and phthalates are hormone disruptors. And aluminum, whatever goes on your body, goes in your body, becomes your body.
일곱 번째, 비만.
And I'm not kidding when I say it. The weapons of mass destruction are highly processed, pesticide sprayed, high glycemic, low fiber, food-like substances stored in plastic containers. They're ruining our health. You know, and I'm not the only one who's published this. There's, I think, 20 other scientists. As your weight goes up, the size of your brain goes down. It's like, oh my God, if 70% of us are overweight, it's the biggest brain drain in the history of the United States. In fact, it's a national security crisis because not as many people are eligible to sign up for military service because we just have an unhealthy population.
여덟 번째, 블루 스크린.
I would create screens that have blue lights because the S in bright minds is sleep.
아홉 번째, 항우울제. 세상을 망치기로 작정한 천재라면 우선 각종 뉴스와 소셜미디어로 세상을 도배한 다음 정신건강이 나빠진 사람들에게 항우울제를 보급할 겁니다.
40% of 40-year-olds, 70% of 70-year-olds. And if you have blood flow problems anywhere, it likely means they're everywhere. But it's one of the benefits of the program. Almost everybody's sex life gets better, which I'm like a huge fan of. But this is, you know, like Prozac and Zoloft and Lexapro. They decrease sexual function, which that makes me sad, right? It makes it harder for women to have an orgasm or harder for men to perform, right?
사람들에게 긍정의 힘을 강조하기. 다니엘 박사가 말하는 긍정의 힘의 효과에 관한 이야기를 들어보시죠.
Not a fan of positive thinking. I am not.
Interesting.
Positive thinking kills way too many people. So they did a study at Stanford, 1921, on 1,548 10-year-old children. And they followed them for 90 years, looking at what goes with success, health, and longevity. It wasn't the don't worry kids. It wasn't the happy kids. In fact, the don't worry, be happy kids died the earliest from accidents and preventable illnesses. The kids who lived the longest were the conscientious kids. The kids who said they were going to show up at a certain time and they show up on time. The kids who got their homework done. The kids who were responsible, who actually had a bit of anxiety, because anxiety prevents you from driving at 125 miles an hour down the freeway in the rain. What am I doing today that's purposeful? because purposeful people live longer. They're happier. They actually have less risk of dementia.